Hello, everyone. This is Monsef Afrer, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of your divine uniqueness. So happy to connect with you, whether on the live call or the replay. And also really excited that Brenda Lainof is back on the show. So I feel right now like most of you already know her and experienced her work. And yeah, always feel excited when she joins us. Um, really love the experiences that I had with her personally through the one-on-one sessions that I had over time, and really the authenticity and the love that she puts in the work that she does and the support that she provides. And yeah, really feel grateful for my experiences with her, and always feel happy and excited to have her with us here on the show. And for those of you who are new to her, she is an intuitive guide who identify and dissolve ancestral programs, beliefs, energetic debris, creating an invisible barrier um, to, in all areas of our life. And talking about the invisible barriers, because we can call it's a series of calls that we've been having over the past season. And every time Brenda touch on a theme or a subject that is new compared to the others. And for this time it is related to abundance and business. Abundance in general, like in your work life or in your personal life. So the subject is breaking through your business energetic walls. So she will be sharing about what are the energetic walls, how they affect us, and how they are created, and how we can approach them to really release those energetic barriers that sometimes we are unconscious of, that can help us to allow more flow coming into our life and what we are creating. And also she channels light language, and she will do that also during the Q&A. So we'll have a Q&A in the second part of the call where you can ask her your questions and also receive readings regarding any individual energetic business wall that you may be experiencing, and how to release that. So yeah, so as always, if you are on Zoom, you can raise your hand by pressing react or reaction, then raise hand. And if you are on the phone, you press *9 to raise your hand. And also you can type your questions on the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. And yeah, so that's Brenda. Welcome back to the show. Happy to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you, Monsef. I always enjoy coming on your shows, and it's always fun to see where you're at and where I'm at and where location in the world. So I'm here in Alberta, Canada, and winter times hit, and we're all kind of like hunkering down what's coming, what's around the corner. And it's interesting because it is of the month of December. We're ending the year. We're looking as to what does the next year bring? What does 2026 bring? And this is the time when we just do a lot of evaluation as where are we at? And we're all living through these times of, well, it is uncertainty. And we have to really work through some of these walls that we can have and to flourish, to be honest, so we can move ahead no matter what's happening on a physical level, an emotional level, as to your business. So I have worked corporate for about 30 years and doing the
You
energy work here also
are you sorry?
for about 20 years or so. And it is interesting how, our business working on a business absolutely correlates working on an emotional level. So it's great to be able to implement both. So what I wanted to talk about is that we can have an invisible business wall. Now, I think a lot of people don't realize that we can unconsciously build this energetic wall around us, and we can do this very quietly. Now, you may have heard people talk about heart walls. Well, we can also have this like invisible business wall. So just to talk about it here for a bit, when we have a business wall, it starts from having like these experiences of stress, of just burned out and unresolved emotions. And maybe you've tried something that failed, like a failed launch, or we've had some difficult clients. And we can carry in like energetic residue from like past experiences. And what happens is that this creates imprints or frequencies of not safe to receive or be seen. What occurs also is that it affects our nervous system. We have to get a calm nervous system. It's essential. It's essential. And when we have this wall, the nervous system goes into this protection mode, and it pulls our field inward instead of outward, and really slows down our momentum, our visibility. We can also have a program, like we can create, our mind can create a very protective program. And the program becomes like a layer in the wall. So this, you may resonate with some of this. It's safer to stay small. It's safer not to be fully seen. I'll wait till I'm more confident. People don't want what I offer. I'll get rejected again. And I think a lot of us can relate to that. I certainly have. But what this does, that this energy builds up around our solar plexus and our throat, and just like a heart wall protects the heart, when we have a business wall, it really blocks us from expressing and receiving. And you may notice that it closes your throat chakra. Again, your field is shrinking, and you're just feeling overwhelmed and stuck and a lot of self-doubt. So this energetic wall, it becomes like a frequency barrier. And every time, like an old memory or a fear, a belief, a trauma, it blocks that life force flow. And this is where we get trapped inside this wall. And the longer that we have this wall up, we get more exhausted. And that's why people feel like I'm just doing everything right. But somehow, they're still blocked. So not all abundant blocks originate even in this lifetime. And I love looking at past life imprints, because it could be those past life imprints still held at a soul field, at the subconscious. And these imprints can all contribute to an energetic invisible wall. So that's where I go with the walls. And I'd love for some people to pop in. We'll look as to your wall, describe what your wall looks like. And I'm going to intuit what is in this wall. What am I getting guided to? Is there beliefs? Is there trauma? Is there past life experiences? Are you picking it up from your ancestor? We'll go through the process. And yeah, I'd love for you to pop in, and we'll look at those layers.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Brenda. And so everyone, if you want to receive the reading, you can raise your hand or type the question on the chat box. And also a question, if like for someone who feel like their gifts coming up and feeling more activated, but still not seeing that as a business, is that also something they can receive support in, and to allow more flow coming into their direction?
Absolutely. So many of these beliefs that we think are ours have nothing to do with us. That's what it's been fascinating the last few years of really looking at beliefs and how they affect us. So it could be ancestral beliefs that we're carrying through. And these ancestral beliefs, we're holding on to it. maybe we've made a contract vow agreement to hold on to those beliefs. So a lot of the times when you feel you're not breaking through, it could be that has nothing to do with you, but it's in your system. So that's a definite, and I'm going to say that probably for most everyone. So if you're open to past lifetimes, other timelines, I love working with the timelines. And I find, and it's been really interesting lately, the last few sessions that I've had with my clients, I'm checking as to, well, what timeline was this in as to whatever's going on, casting that, what time are they in right now at this moment? And then we'll clearing out within that particular timeline so that it's now clear. And that's all these timelines can all, these frequencies can be within, and to me, within your, your energetic wall. So there's a lot of areas to look at, and it's fun. I enjoy doing this, and it's kind of fun what comes up. So I do see that with Pamela. So what I'm going to ask you to do, this might sound kind of crazy, Pamela, but just bear with me. So if you could type in, if you could envision some type of a wall, like what does your wall look like? If you could just sort of type in, well, my wall is made of paper, or it's made out of drywall, out of glass, whatever you envision your particular wall, if you want to type in what that is, and then we'll go from there. And stone. Okay, very good. So now you've got this stone business wall. And I want you to envision, well, how high is this wall? Can you put in some height and some depth? And then, your color of the wall or the stone. Is it gray? Is it brown, black, or whatever? It's huge. Okay. When you say huge, does it go up above your head? Or when you say huge, what does that mean to you? I'm getting a lot of energy starting in my head already. So, yeah, as to huge. Okay, it's above your head. Okay. So I also dowse. I've been dowsing for many years. So I combine the dowsing and the different methods. So I just want to get that connection with you now, Pamela, and the color is gray. So good. Just getting that connection now. I'm just letting my pendulum swing. I'm not purposely, making it swing, just so that just letting it make, getting our connection strong. So, and I can, okay. Okay, good. If you see me yawning, typically my yawning coincides with the pendulum. Okay, here we go. Okay, good. So now we're going to be checking in, and I'm going to be asking, okay, for Pamela, what is contributing to her abundance, business wall? And so we're just going to be checking in, and there's a lot of areas that I can go to. So yes, I am guided right away to, there's some beliefs that are, you're holding on to. And I just want to check truth as to what is that number one. Okay, yes. So I'm getting that's to the divine. There's some beliefs, and okay. And there's something about forgiveness that's coming up, Pamela. So it's just like something about forgiveness. And when I ask about that, actually, it's really quite interesting because this is directly related to your pineal gland. Let's just go there for a sec. When I check, how is this affecting your pineal gland? I'm only getting at this moment, it's just a side note, your pineal gland is open at 15%. So you can see how the beliefs, this is all entangled and related. So it's actually the pineal gland is only open at 15%. We're back to the forgiveness because that is affecting you and actually your nervous system too. So let's just check, well, what is going on And I'm asking where to go with that. Okay. Okay. This is what's coming up, and you might resonate with this. Oh, okay. This is what's coming up. And I'm asking, is that it? Yes. So I'm getting, I need to punish them somewhere. I'm not getting on a conscious level, but I need, it's like I need to punish them. When I ask, is this yours? I'm getting yes. So it's not like somebody else is, absorbed. I'm getting no, this is yours. So I don't know if it's going to resonate for you, but I'm asking, well, when did this come in? Like I need to punish it. Was it in this lifetime? Did it originate? Yes. So is it like it originated in this lifetime? Okay. I'm getting about 11 years of age. So whatever was going on about 11 and within your life, I need to punish them. So I don't know if that resonates for you or not, if you can think of, and you don't have to type in exactly what was going on, but I am getting that. So I need to punish them. Okay, and this all goes back and to the stone wall. Oh, it's not resonating. Well, I'm still getting strong as to but 11 years of age or whatever was going on for you. Okay, 11 years of age. And it's not on a conscious level, but I'm getting at a subconscious level. So it's not like, oh, yeah, this is what was happening the level, but something that a subconscious level absorbed. Well, we're going to go through and we're just going to do one clearing here as to this. So we're going to be going back in time, from that very first seed of I need to punish or I need to punish them for wherever that came in. And we're going to be asking to take all of that energy about punishment, about, forgiveness, or, it's almost like they need to pay for their injustice is coming up as well. So anywhere you could be holding on to this that may not be yours again, we can absorb, we can be sharing, but we can absorb it thinking it's all ours. So let's just go ahead. And for anybody else who's going, oh, I'm feeling that I have that in my system, we want with intention that everyone receives benefit for this. Okay, as to, they need to pay for the injustice. Maybe I don't deserve forgiveness. There can be so many areas about forgiveness. So I'm just with intention, we're asking Creator to go through and clear all that from their point of origin. Points of origin. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, I get a lot of energy in my head. And now right away, my pendulum is already going into the right spin because we want to replace all that energy, those beliefs. Okay. Just always trusting that, God is there for you. He's supporting you. It's just downloading that. Trusting in God's plan is what's coming to me. Just trusting in God's plan. Let's download that into your trillions of cells so they're feeling supported. Anywhere where you've held on to, and again, it could be subconscious level, but forgiving them sets me free. It's all about, yeah, when we forgive, it sets us free. That is such a huge one. I think we can all just get so angry about and not even recognizing it. So we forgive them, sets us free, breaks down that barrier. Okay. That's starting to slow down now. So, Pamela, if I can have you go back to the wall, this stone business wall, and let me know if things have changed, how it looks to you, this imaginary wall, if it's the same, not the same, if it's huge, whatever that is in your mind. And yeah, let us know what that is. It's always interesting to go back because it gives us some reference as to what that is. So within your mind, you can just type in. If it has changed, let me know and we'll continue on. But let me know what that looks like. If you could just sort of type below what that wall, if it's changed its shape, height, etc. And I'll just let you get back. Oh, not as big. So it has changed. So that's good. It gives you an indication of the crazy things that, again, we could hold on to. It's not even, ours or whatever. So that's good. So again, that's giving you an idea. And it's not as big. So Monseb, do I carry on or what is your sense with Pamela or
Um, we we have another caller.
oh, we
Maybe
have
actually,
another.
yeah,
Okay.
of
So
course.
yeah,
Yeah,
there you go, Pamela. Anyway, so that's good.
thank
Okay.
you. Yeah, thank you, Pamela. That's love, and also thank you, Brenda, for this
Mhm.
efforts. And so, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, Monisset. Hello, Brenda. My name is Sue. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you doing right now at this moment?
A little frustrated.
Yeah.
Things were going on today, but it's funny. I was like kind of angered about it, but I just leapt through the emotion and went through it, and it just dissipated. So I'm doing good now.
Cool. Okay, well, let's look as to what your wall is. Like it can be a business. When I say business, it can really be anything. It doesn't have to be, oh, you're working and have a business. It could be whatever. So when you think about, okay, this is my wall and this was it look like, can you let me know what that is, Sue?
It's a brick wall, and it's red.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
Mm-hmm.
seeing it lately, visually seeing it. Um, and it has like red and blue bricks in it, and it's not real tall, it's about medium height, and
Okay.
every now and then it just, like, I see it, but it's like a
Okay.
moving wall. It's not completely
Ooh,
solid. It's kind of like
interesting.
fluid.
Okay. Kind of a fluid. Okay. So so I'm asking here, let's get that connection. So what I want to do here is just connect from Pamela. So we're just connecting that energy with Pamela. Okay. And getting it strengthening and getting it strong with Sue. So we're connecting. And I also want to say here, it's always that connection from creator. I should have mentioned at the very beginning, I guess obvious, this our connection with creator. Okay. So when I check as to your red and blue brick wall, I'm going to be checking in and asking for assistance for Sue. And I'm asking, was it built, right away? I couldn't even complete it. I'm getting that it wasn't built in this lifetime. And I asked, I'm getting no. Did you come in with how we can come in with emotions and we can inherit things? And it's actually was that birth. I mean, you had this at birth. So I'm asking, well, was this picked up in your mother's womb? It's more like it's ancestral. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. I'm just going to go with what comes up. So something about this ancestral wall. Now I'm asking for assistance to help me with Sue about what is it that I just want to piece some things together as to related to this wall. Do you muscle test at all, Sue? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Do you muscle
and I
test?
know.
Oh,
I
okay.
I was told I came in with anger.
Yeah.
I didn't want to come here.
Right. And I'm getting persecution. Oh, right away, I'm getting energy in my head. Persecution. Whoa. Just a whole whoa right here. Wow. Lots of person in Inquisition. And with it's almost like with a lover, a love life. Yeah. And it's what I'm getting is that you came in with this vow, with the vow. Let me know if that resonates with you. So this persecution. Yeah.
Yeah. As you're saying that, whoa, I am getting
Whoa.
like hit in the head with it.
Are you?
Wow.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of energy in my head.
Yeah.
It's
Wow. Am I
just,
ever?
yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's go look at it. And are you open, just to give you a sense, are you open to light language?
Yes. Yes, I am. I
Okay.
believe in all of that, and yes.
Okay. Well, I think I just feel guided to do that. So we want to clear that, and then we'll come back and just see where we're at. Okay. So I'm
Okay.
bringing in my methods, and so we're asking Creator for Sue, anywhere that Sue's been holding on, she's been carrying any of this persecution, inquisition energy from that moment of conception. We're asking Creator to please go through. We ask to disrupt, scramble, and neutralize this persecution and inquisition energy, is contributing to all of these walls, these energetic walls. Shana hai bakoyeta mahashi toko ya yana po yasaka shoko ya na baki yeta oko ya yakshana ya poko ya yashana ya koko ya sapoko she la ya na 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 ya poko she sa sha yakia ashia. Disrupting and clearing all this inquisition, persecution, from the moment of conception to the present now. Thank you, Creator. Sharakia mana shia saka okoya. And for anyone else that maybe is holding it in their system unknowingly. Okay. So I'm just going to check in, Sue, for what we just did now. How are you doing?
That was very powerful. And it coincides with another person I was working with. And I just kept having this roadblock. And it was about like victimhood. But you're right. We never brought up persecution.
Yes.
Wow.
Persecution. It almost like,
I
know,
was that you didn't want to come here. You came in angry already. And I think part of that was my mother wanted a boy, and I came out a girl.
That happened to me too, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. I must have known about this beforehand.
Yeah. You know how these things happen, but no, seriously, that's true too. I was the third girl. It's like, no, we need the boy. We need the boy he has to take over the farm. So we have to have the boy. So yeah, no, it's, I guess, common. So let's just check in. So this persecution, inquisition, is this now been cleared? Has that now been cleared out of your field, your abundance, this wall, your field? Has that now been cleared? And what do you sense?
I sense, I just sense, how do I put it? Like they've almost put me on another timeline. Does that make any sense? Like
yeah, it does.
This has been happening to me this whole month, and I'm going, why are we doing this? It's like I'm moving out of this one, and all of a sudden I'm like in another one where it's like, wow, this is really nice. And it just seemed they just took me out again. It's like they moved me into it. This is where you belong now. And I'm like, okay.
And when I'm glad you said that, because like I'm getting it now. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm getting that you're in the same timeline. So for when that happened, now I'm getting we've gathered that and you are in the same timeline. So this is so interesting because what I found is that, okay, we can be in this timeline, right? We're in that maybe even, I even like to call dimension, like the 8th dimension, or as an example. I'm actually getting that you are in the 8th. I'm just saying what comes up for me. So at this moment, and then we can get, something can happen and then there could be another timeline where whatever's going on. So it's constantly striving, I think, for a lot of us, and for us we know of the energy work, we're not new to this. It's just like we've got to pull in these pieces as much as possible to be in that higher timeline, hold that frequency, hold that vibration. So for whatever's going on, we can move ahead. Like I intend on flourishing with whatever this craziness out there. My intention is to flourish. My intention is just, I'm going to protect myself because of whatever's going on. No, my intention is to flourish. And that's what I'd love to do. Well, this as an example of the kind of work is like, let's get these walls out. Let's find out what's going on. And if it's in a certain timeline, if it's on a physical issue that's happening, well, let's find out what was going on in that timeline and merge them. And I'm going to be doing something here in month 7 in a while. I thought I would do as type of a clearing and meditation so we can merge these timelines as well.
Wow. So am I in the 8th dimension, or do I stay there, or do I go back and forth?
I don't know. Honestly, I sense that we can go back and forth. So it's a matter of, well, I'm getting at this moment you're in the 8th. And when I ask her all of your pieces, I'm getting there in the 8th. I'm just saying what's coming up for me at this moment. Are you going to stay? I would never say that. I don't know. But I'm sensing the more that we're aware of this, and maybe you hear something on, social media or a family member, whatever, and it kind of takes you out. It's like, recognizing it and then clearing whatever is going on, come back, and especially if you muscle testing, just check, okay, now am I in that dimension? Am I now in the same dimension? That's what I would suggest. So that's what I look at, what's going, it's interesting. And I think a lot of us are at that stage right now.
I am seeing in the 8th dimension, and it doesn't look like the 3rd dimension. Now I understand why my vision is the way it is lately. I see colors, I see everything different, and with my central vision. It's only with my central. I still have peripheral, like in the 3D, but now I understand I'm seeing also in the 8th dimension, which is fluidity. It's colors. It's just different. And I'm like, whoa, okay. Now I understand why I'm seeing in 2 different, how do I put it, 2 different ways.
Yeah, wow, it's not even so much the 5th.
Finally get it.
Yeah, I'm feeling we're rising up above the fifth. It's they call move from the third to the fifth. Well, I'm getting a lot of it's above the fifth, personally,
Wow.
when I'm testing, which is fun. I mean, it's exciting, to look at in a very positive way. So that's
That's what I
great.
have to do now. And I haven't been. I've been very afraid. And now that I know I have like both kind of that, I'll just have to kind of work around it. But I never understood until you brought that up. Thank you for that. They gave me an answer that I needed.
Oh,
Because they
perfect.
said, why am I afraid? I said, because I don't understand, but you just explained what I'm seeing in what dimension. And it's way different than here, believe me. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. It was just a very wonderful healing tonight.
You're welcome.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and blessings to you. And blessings to you, Monisset. It just cleared up a lot of stuff tonight. So thank you very much for picking me, and blessings and lots of love to you too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sue. Much love.
Thank you.
And yeah, thank you also. Thank you very much, Brenda, for the clearing and support. And do you feel it's the right time for the group process to shift
Sure.
timelines? Okay.
I think so. Like quantum jumping. So I think so. I think we can do that. So, and I'm going to suggest too, like for people that were looking to do quantum jumping, you may just want to do a YouTube at, I'm going to say 528 hertz seems to be the one that I'm guided to. So it's kind of nice to have that in the background as you're doing your quantum jumping. So yes, let's do that. What we want to do is quantum jump into your new prosperous timeline. So let's just begin that. Let's begin that process of quantum jumping into your prosperous timeline. So everybody just to take a deep breath in and really do try to relax here. And taking that deep, slow breath in. And I want you to feel the space where that old wall once stood. And this space is open, it's clear, it's receptive and ready. When we do that, we're standing in an energetic threshold, the moment between who you were and who you're becoming. Let's step into the quantum field. So bring your awareness into this quantum field around you, that space where infinite versions of you already exist. I want you to close your eyes and see all the different timelines. Some are dim, some are bright. But there's one timeline that is glowing with gold, prosperity, expansion, and a lot of ease. This is your prosperous timeline, that timeline where you're fully supported, fully seen, and fully thriving. Feel your energy rising, feel your body softening. Your field is expanding outward again. There's strengthen to release any last residue that tries to pull you back into the old identity. So say gently within yourself, I step into the version of me who is prosperous, visible, confident, and supported. I align with the timeline where abundance flows to me with ease. Lots of ease. Now just envision walking towards this prosperous timeline and just feel the timeline is pulling you in. And when it's pulling you in, it's not with force, but with resonance. This golden version of you is standing there and it's smiling and it's waiting. This version of you already receives abundance. It already has aligned clients. It already has trusting in their gifts, and it lives in the flow. Just envision merging with the prosperous you. I want you to walk into that golden version of yourself. So let your energy merge, let your breath sink, and let your chakras harmonize. It's doing that now. Shasarakia pakaya, shasoyatai, la poshiyadayanea, lakoi. You may feel warmth, sensation, maybe some tingling. Just allowing this golden version of yourself. Shasalakia paka, shasoya, la manahai, sekiata, shole neana hai, shekia. Say to yourself now, I am the version of me who receives. I am the version of me who leads. I am the version of me who thrives. I am the version of me who is fully supported in business and abundance. This is my new normal. This is my new identity. This is my new timeline. Feel this anchoring into yourself, into your auric field, into your chakras, into your business field, into your destiny path as to abundance. With strength into being strong, to anchoring in this identity now. Shasa lakia papoya, ma shena yapoya lekiata. I'm going to anchor this in Bashayana Bokoi la Shiapokoi Sa na yata. Okay, take a deep breath in and release. Okay. And you may feel energy I'm feeling it in my head. So you may feel this for a bit as it's merging and stabilizing this new timeline. And if you're muscle testing, maybe you're even above the 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm getting now at this moment as record, during this session that we're at the 12th dimension. We've moved up. So it's at the 12th, dimension or timeline that we refer to. Is that the abundance? Maybe that's the abundance timeline, which is fun. So throughout the day, if you're sensing like, okay, am I in this prosperous timeline? Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Learn, and you can, I do teach, I love to teach, but get some skills here. Like maybe there's a trapped emotion or something that's blocking me from being in this prosperous timeline, and get you in that prosperous timeline. And I'm really sensing that when we're in that timeline, that prosperous timeline, there's just more ease and grace. And, life is just not feeling so challenging. It's actually, we want to flourish, not just, again, constantly having to shut down and make ourselves small. No, we want to flourish. We don't want any barriers at all. We want that prosperous timeline. So prosperous as to your health, to your business, as to all areas. So there you are.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Brenda. Yeah, there was certainly more expansion experienced during the process, and also more embodiments of the energy of that timeline. It felt like transitioning from it's a timeline that's we are witnessing. It's more about a timeline that is existing, and
yes,
there's some immersion happening. Yeah. So thank you, and everyone would love also to hear your feedback. You can type it on the chat. You can share what you experience, and also if you have a question or want to receive reading, you can also raise your hand or type it on the chat. And before that, so Brenda, also you are offering to our audience the Breakthrough Your Business Energetic One program alongside a 60-minute one-on-one private session, which includes personalized light language healing audio. And I would love if we can talk about that. So I invite everyone to visit the page yourdivineuniqueness.com/Brenda, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Brenda, BRENDA. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live event page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description, and I will add it to the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. So Brenda, I would love if you can tell us about this program.
During COVID times, I came up with this light language abundant business program because we were locked down. I was locked down in the country I lived in. And I just thought we need to really break through. And this light language was pouring in. And it was really pouring in around 2019, 2020. And I thought, I really want to help people. I want to help my business, but I want to help other people, obviously, as to their business. So I was guided to create 21 audios. And so what they are is that you come in every day and listen to that particular audio. And if you're testing, you get a sense like, oh no, I'm not 10 out of 10 with the workbook. You just follow along with that. But maybe, for example, you're not strong for attracting the a flow of money, for example. I'm just throwing out something. And you check, oh, how strong am I? Maybe you're at a 2. The intention is that you come to this audio, that particular audio, and you listen to it. And it's not that long. You listen to it until you are going, okay, I've got it. I'm very strong. So after 21 days, and you may do maybe several in one day, it doesn't have to be exactly 21 days, but just notice how much more lighter you are. And so the workbook sort of goes with the program, and it's called like a bonus worksheet. So it's interesting, and there's light language that I'm downloading in every one of those audios. So that's that business program. And, light language audio to raise our frequency. Well, we need to raise our frequency to attract the money. And, when our frequency is higher, we're in a much better space, as we can just see from what we did here today. Like how much, I'm feeling more lighter myself, but maybe you do too. And that's where we're going to be getting the ideas. More of the money's going to come our way, and we're not so blocked. And the next audio is that, yes, we can carry stories. Maybe it's not our story, maybe it's somebody else's stories, and we got some phobias and all of that. So just to help you clear out. So in the process, I'm doing my own methods. I'm dowsing. I'm speaking light language for the most part, and just clearing that out so you can get past those, phobias that may have nothing to do with you. So, yeah, that's so the combination. I do suggest those 20. I mean, that's a lot of audios, those 21, that program. And it's good. And just come back to it, listen to it. You might go, I think I'll go to audio 6. Doesn't have to be in that sequence. Maybe if you do muscle test, I think I'm going to go to audio 6. Listen to it until you go, yes. You're feeling it. You're intuiting. You're feeling it like you're now. You're at your maximum, or 10 out of 10. If you're not familiar with muscle testing, I do, I'll make sure that you are. I actually guarantee that you will be. So if you've ever not had a session with me, welcome to, sign up for Monsev's with this program, and I will guarantee you will be muscle testing. And so then you get confidence. We need the confidence. We all need the confidence, so that if we're not sure, we can test. Is this mine? Am I sharing this? We could share so much, has nothing to do with this. Could be from the collective. It could be just what you heard on the news. So it's really important to be confident as to your testing. And again, I guarantee that you will be doing that. If you have any problems with the program, I'm very easy to approach. Just say, Brenda, I don't know. And, we can definitely, have a chat and talk about it and how you're doing with it. Because I do want people. I mean, I'm here not just I'm here for service as well. I just very quickly, I just about crossed over twice in 2019. So I was guided in between these two major surgeries. I just thought, okay, this is crazy, but I'm going to jump in because I've been hearing about light language so much, and I got nothing to lose, and I'm just going to do it. And then I pulled out my little microphone, the same one I have today, and it was just like, ooh, these sounds coming through. And just very quickly, it was in between these two major surgeries. Just about lost me. And I just thought, okay, before the next one, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep my levels down. And I was just just these sounds came through, and I really felt it was my mother. My mother was coming through, and it was just like she was giving me heck, smarten up, quit worrying. And she was really coming through that day. And it was like I was getting hacked, but she was trying to strengthen me for that upcoming surgery. So at this point in time, honestly, we have nothing to lose. So I am here. I do love to empower people. I do love to teach, and I love to empower all my clients. It's just not me saying this or doing that. Let's get you involved. Let's get you confident and build up your self-esteem. Let's all rise together. And I'm sure you've heard this, but the more of us that can rise together throughout the world, we're going to raise the frequency and vibration, of course. And we have the evil, we have the good. That's happening now. We know that. So let's work together. And that's where I'm at, is to help you raise your frequency and vibration as to your business, as to your health, and all levels.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Brenda. Always grateful to you for sharing your gifts, your work with our audience. And yeah, as I always mention, really grateful for the experiences I had with you on the one-on-one sessions and with the light language audios, and they were very helpful. So yeah, really honored to again share your work with our audience here on the show. And so again, everyone, you can find the two packages, which are part of the program Break Through Your Business Energetic Wall. On the page yourdivineuniqueness.com/Brenda, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Brenda, BRENDA. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link is also on the on YouTube video description and on the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. Yeah, thank you again, Brenda. Let's see, we have Jill. Can you please unmute yourself? Oh, hi.
Hi. Thank you.
Hi, Jill.
Hi.
Hi.
I jumped on when you were talking to Sue and talking about persecution. And I've had lifetimes like that. And I was wondering if you might have been talking to me also. Because you said there's other people. And I was like, I think this is for me too. But I'm just curious.
Yeah. Well, I think, haven't we all gone through persecution? Like, I have a sense, I mean, to be people really, for people to be really honest, I think most of us have. And if it's true that we came in this lifetime to work through whatever, but when we check in, well, let's just firstly, let's connect. So I just want to disconnect with everyone that I've worked with so far. And okay, truth. Let's just checking in with Jill. And okay, good. So give me some more information about when you say that you feel like you've had lifetimes. What's happening, basically.
Sure. Yeah, well, so it seems pretty confirmed by many, many people that
Okay.
I had this I had the lifetime burned at the stake, and then I came back for revenge. And when I came back for revenge, I caused a lot of destruction. And I mean, someone said like ruined village or something. And that's when I got the massiveness of it. And I feel like so much of my life I can't, so then I came back many times in the church, head nun, lots of those. And
Yeah.
so I just feel like when I heard that again, what you were saying to Sue, I just was like, is this stuff still plaguing me? Because I've had a really rough year for business, really, really rough. And
Actually, sorry, go ahead.
but no, that's it. I mean, I can go on and on, but maybe that's enough.
Well, actually, do you want to look and see if you have the business wall that is there a wall? Do you see a wall? And I think we can get kind of guided from that.
Well, I'm in a stage where I'm really working really hard on the new me, like the new year is coming and I'm really feeling positive. So it's almost like I don't know, like about going back. I mean, I have my own business. It's just, I mean, work is extremely slow.
Yeah. And you know what? And I will say this, it could be kind of slow right now because of just in general, what's like all that's going on. Does that make sense? Like it makes sense to me. So it's like, okay, if that with whatever is happening out there in, the news and the economy, etc., it can play some mind games with people. That's what I'm hearing. Just like a lot of mind games and a lot of fear. So when you Do you muscle test? I am going to ask you. Do you do that? Do you muscle test
So
or no?
I have a pendulum and I have never been
Okay.
able to get it to work
Oh,
right.
really?
I
Oh,
get
well, you'll have
actually
to.
the opposites. I get the opposite answers.
Okay. I am going to suggest, obviously, we're doing this with myself, but I am going to suggest contact me. We'll get you working with it. We'll get you. But when I ask, if I can just go there, I'm asking if there's something in the way where I'm getting yes. So I'm going to be take us into a new direction here. And when I ask, I'm getting more like an entity, Jill. Okay, so we know about entities, and I'm going to be asking, well, um, what entity could be blocking you, with your pendulum or maybe in other areas as well. So let me just check in because, yeah, you want to get working with your pendulum. And okay, okay, what's coming up for me in regards to you? There's some vampire energy coming up. So, some vampire energy. So when I check in, now this could be for other people as well. So yes, we do get entities and it could be sent to us, and that's the reality of life. As much as it sounds creepy and weird, we do. And I've had crazy entity attacks. I broke my upper shoulder in British Columbia where we were living for a period of time because they didn't want us on that land. We were not supposed to be on that land. And we had so many accidents. And I know that was an entity that's what happened. So yes, entities are for real. But when I ask, is it vampire energy? I'm getting yes. So we'll do a clearing if that's okay.
Please, thank you.
So now, when I say vampire energy, when I'm asking, was it from this lifetime? Well, actually, I am getting yes. So it's not like, but it could be triggered from all of these times of, so this vampire energy. Yeah. So what I'm getting is within, well, the last few years, the last 2 years, you know, something within the last 2 years. So when I check this vampire energy, um, yeah, so I'm getting another person. Does that make sense to you?
Is it my mom?
Let's ask.
Not that the
I know we
vampire
hate,
is my mom, but that
no,
the
but
energy came
the
from her.
energy. Okay, is she watching? No, yeah, actually, well, no, let me just check in. Was this your mother? I'm not getting strong on that. No, no. I
Is
feel
it
it's more
is it in my
business
apartment?
related in your
Sorry?
part. I'm not
Oh, okay.
business related. Is it in your, no, no, I'm not getting that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm a photographer, so it goes along with what
Okay.
I said before. I'm a
Yes.
photographer and I used to work for the church. Is it the
Okay.
church?
Well, let me ask. So, truth. Yeah, because the church, you don't do this in church, right? This isn't something you do in church. I would never bring a pendulum to church. Is this related to the church? Let's ask, is there some way related to the programming or indoctrination? I'm getting yes. Indoctrination is what I'm hearing. So is that? I'm getting yes, it's related to that. Does that resonate for you?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, well, just because of this
Yeah,
whole,
it
we
does.
started by me talking about me being a
Yeah.
sorceress and coming back and being in the church. And
Yeah.
I was working with the church and I loved the work when I worked at the church.
Hmm.
And then they stopped
Hmm.
using me suddenly and abruptly, despite,
Oh.
yeah, it was not great.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I cherished the work I did there. Yeah.
Oh. So you want to get back into it, yeah. And could you see dimensions or could you see souls? Like when you were doing the photography, could you see? You know what I'm saying? Could you
Well,
see beyond what the picture was taking? Like,
yeah, well, and there was a certain like chapel that when I was in between shooting, I would go sit in the chapel and I could
mm,
feel all the beautiful energy. I mean, it's
yeah,
a very
nice,
old, famous church.
nice. Yeah, nice. Okay, well, let's just do a clearing on that. So I'm going to be asking anywhere that anyone else who's just goes, oh, I think I've got this vampire energy as well. We're just going to be asking. And so for everybody here who may have this vampire energy, it could be yours, you could be absorbing, you could be sharing. We're calling upon higher sources, higher conscious source conscious in the council of light beings on earth. Ask for your assistance in releasing and transmuting this vampire energy. For Jill, for anybody else who's sensing, yes, I have it in my system as well. So we're just asking to please go through, disconnect from the releasing, removal of all vampire energy that is yours, absorbed, sharing. Let's take this vampire energy and uncreate it through all time and space, all dimensions now, all realities. Chesharakian na pakia, roko koyeta, mananiana de sheta, rokoi, shetseki nea ha, shekia pakoi, shakaya ne, shalakoya haya ne, shekia okoyata, shalesia. Run through. All your systems. You want to be really clear of that. And then I'm going to suggest, Jill, is just to strengthen you being strong to connecting with, the church, if that's what you want, to strengthen you to connect with the right people to doing the work. Yeah, I kind of see you sensing dimensions. It's almost like you had to step away for a while, but I feel like the more you're raising your levels, the more you can be able to see, see beyond, like in that picture, that photo, like the shadows. And so, um, so there, I'm getting, oh, excuse me. So let's just check in. We're asking for Jill. Has that vampire energy, I'm getting right away before I could finish. I'm getting yes, it's been cleared. So I'm going to throw it out. Maybe, well, I do know that we can get blocked from working with our pendulums. I know this one I just love. It got into Mexico City. It has all the four archangels in it. Yeah. And then there, of course, in Mexico, I was like, oh, no problem. I'm going to sit in the coffee outside and bring out my pendulum. I wasn't looked at it being weird. It was actually pretty cool. But yeah, but if I went into a church, probably not. But out in the public, and I was able to do that, and people were kind of intrigued. So that's kind of neat. So yeah, I can feel the energy here. So that I don't know if that's going to go on for a period of time or not, but yeah, it may. It
Thank you
may.
so much,
So
Brenda. I
yeah,
felt
no, you're
it in my
welcome.
head. I felt
Oh,
it,
did you?
yeah, like right here.
Here. Yeah, I'm feeling it kind of up
Yeah,
here.
I'm feeling it.
That's good. Well, let's just, okay. So make sure that you're clear of these energies in your field that are not yours. And that's a good one to remember too. just like, oh, I'm going to clear all energies in my field that are not mine. So let's get you strong. I'm going to suggest to working with your pendulum. And I sense and feel that when you get really confident with that, that's then's going to open up the doors of, okay, I'm getting God, okay, to this, as to the church or whatever, as to back to your photography. Because you can see beyond the veils, is what I'm hearing. Like you can see beyond that. So let's get you really, really strong.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I've tried I've gotten clearings on muscle testing because there were actually programs that I wanted to buy that were you needed to be able to muscle test, and
you didn't know what to do. Yeah.
Well, like I've
absolutely.
literally went to the people who were offering the program and
I see.
and then got cleared by them, and it's still I still continue to I literally will get I even do it about something simple, like I'll do oh, I'm going to call someone, and will they answer the phone or won't they answer the phone, and I'll get the wrong answer. So
yeah, it could be reverse polarity too. So that well, and are there any other entities? I don't know, but was that one? I'm feeling that one was clear. Like you're good there. So
thank you so much.
I'll leave that with you, but it gives you a sense like, well, maybe there was more to it. Is because if they don't want us, I mean, the dark don't want us to be doing this stuff. I mean, that's just the way it is. So we have to like, okay, what is it, and work through it. So
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. That was good. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Jill. Much love. And also thank you, Brenda, for the support and guidance. And yeah, so really thank you so much for everything you shared today. The support you gave to our life callers, the group process was quite powerful, and also the introduction about the energy walls, business walls, and abundance wall. So yeah, thank you again, Brenda. Always a pleasure to have you with us on the show.
Well, thank you. I always enjoy it, and I appreciate the invite. And yeah, I let's just enjoy our lives. Try not to get caught up in all of this because why? It's just enough's enough, and let's flourish. Let's all flourish. And I'm all about supporting one another. And if there's things in the way, let's find out what's in the way and collapse those timelines, and so that we are in that prosperous timeline. And wouldn't it be fun to be in that prosperous timeline all the time? I would never guarantee that, but we can get pulled out. But with intention, let's be prosperous. And if there's other things in the way in another timeline, let's find out what that is. Do the clearing, and then the intention is to be in that prosperous timeline. So yeah, thank you, Monsev.
Yeah, thank you again, Brenda, and also thank you everyone for being here with us today, whether on the live call or the replay. Thank you for the questions, the comments, and yeah. So again, you can find the program that Brenda is offering to us on the page yourdivineuniqueness.com/Brenda, BRENDA, or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page, and also the link on YouTube video description. And yeah, so with that, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye for now.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.